Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be making a church. I'm Debbie. I've been doing this for a while now. And I had my husband cut me out. This is pallet wood. And I had my husband cut me out 3 sides. These are the sides. This is going to be the front. Like that. But first I want to make it look like old wood. So I'm taking this. I made this up. This is water with, let's see if I can get that off. Antique wax and some ink, paint, black. Okay. There we go. That'd be great if I was canning. Okay. I'm just going to use some of this, but I'm going to use a baby wipe. I'll use a few. Now this one may turn out darker because it is darker. Let me move you over a little bit. But it gives it that, the gray that I'm looking for. Like you'd see on a barn. And these are not hard. You know, pallets are free most of the time. And this is not hard to make. I'm going to go all over it. And this just makes it look old. And that's what I'm looking for. I don't need to do the bottom. I did, but I don't need to. Yeah, I see. Right, you see how the color is different? This is what I'm looking for. And this is just, I put some water with some black ink paint, Waverly, and some antique wax. Now this may not, I'm worried this isn't gonna look the way I want it to, but we'll have to wait and see. Do the sides. And I'm going to do the bottom. I don't need to do the bottom because it's going to be covered up. Okay. Let's hope for the best. Not bad. Okay, I'm okay with that. We're going to let this dry. I got to do this piece. And like I said, this is just pallet wood. You can get pallet wood just about anywhere. We have a friend that brought me a pallet. And I'll tell you what, that darn thing was hard to tear apart. I ended up cutting it. Alright, so I'm going to move this over here. Wipe up my mess. And we're going to do this one. These are really cute. And you can, I'm going to do a Christmas one. I did a, let's see, I've done a church. I've done a barn. I'll have to get them out and show them to you. The barn I did with 5-gallon paint sticks. All you have to do is, see how I put the glue sticks, I did the paint sticks together, and then I I drew how I wanted the roof. The roof was a big deal, so I drew it. And then I cut them. And with the 5-gallon paint sticks, I may have scored them and cut them. I don't think I cut them on the saw. But these are really nice when you get done with them. There. Where's my remote? Let this dry under the fan. There we go. Now, if you want it darker, you can put another coat on it. And you know what? I may just do that. This one I don't think needs to be any darker. And just leave it sit there for a few minutes. I'm not going to do the sides darker. I'm just going to do this darker. And just let them sit. Same with this. And let the wood just soak it in, because this is raw wood. And just let it soak in. Same way this one. Now you can see where I drew on here. I was telling my husband where to cut it. He likes to get involved, so I let him do all my cutting. But just let it soak in, and you'll get the dark wood you want. Make it look like barn wood. And this is easy to come up with this mixture. I don't think, oh no, I'm gonna need, okay, well, I'll do the bottom part later. Let it soak in. And then just take your rag and go over it. And it will, see this one already soaked in pretty good. Which I'm okay with that. And let that dry. How's everybody's day going? This is Tuesday. Now I'm going to use wood glue on mine because I want mine to stay together. You can, I don't think I'm going to use a nail gun. You could, but the wood glue will hold it really good. But I want to get this on before I go any further. There's glitter all over it. So we're going to let this dry, and then we're going to go over it with, I'm going to do the plaster. I don't want it to be really, what do I do with those? I don't want it to be, God, I just took them out. Real white. I don't want it to be real white. Oh, I did with them now. I know I didn't put them away because I needed them. Oh, I got them. That's not them. If it got any closer to me, it would have slapped me good. Let me use a popsicle stick. Let's see. It's getting a little dry on me. I got a brand new one, but this is like a quarter full. I really don't want to not use it. I just added some water. It's been a while since I've used this. Dog's at the door. God forbid if I should. I'm going to dry brush this. I don't want to cover it completely. And then we're going to let that dry. Like I said, it's not hard to make these if you have the wood. If you don't have the wood, it might be a little hard. All right. Let's get one of my little plastic things out here. You see this? It's a little bit. There we go. You know what? I'm going to open up a new one. I'll get that one. I'll get that one taken care of later, but right now I want to get the new one out. This isn't Snow White. Oh. Never mind, we're using it. Okay. Let's see if I can get it out. It should go on pretty good if I can get it out. Okay, I got it. Now I'm just going to dry brush this. I don't want to cover it. And just do it until you get it the way you want it. Now at Hobby Lobby, you can purchase windows. And that's what I did. One is some covered. This looks like an old church. But it's all not going to show. So I may go back over it after I put it together. Now this front piece here will show. Now you don't have to do what makes you happy. Let's put it that way. I think I'm going to put a roof on it too. Okay. All right. Yeah, you're not gonna see all that. This is all I'm gonna do until I put it together. And once I put it all together, I'll add to it. And like I said, I'm gonna use wood glue. I may use some hot glue, but the wood is heavy and I really don't think I'll be able to move it. You're gonna put these two pieces together. We're gonna let it dry, but this is the way it's going to go. So I'm gonna have to, yeah, maybe not. I was gonna say I have to wood glue the center, but I don't think I will. All right. All you gotta do is add water to this stuff and it will come clean. Okay, we're gonna let that dry. Okay, what I did was I put wood glue on it. And I may wanna put, yeah, we're gonna put some more wood glue. Because I want to get a good hold on this. Maybe one more. And then I gotta let the wood glue dry. And I may clamp it. I may have to clamp it. See if I can do this without, no, it's not gonna work. Okay, that's fine. Let's see. So I'm gonna put some heavy stuff on here. Just to hold it down. Oh, you know what? I got my weights. Never mind. There we go. All right, we're just gonna let that sit for a couple of hours. Okay, we're back. Now I got this pretty well glued on. I started to put the windows on. I ran into something that I don't want y'all to do. I took the windows. Now I was going to use these big windows, but they don't fit. So I have a bunch of these little windows that I got from Temu, and I'm using some of these. But what I did was I traced the window on the outside, which was a big no-no, and then I had to go in and try to fix it. It'll work. I took one of the doors from Temu and I just turned it over and stained it, and that's what I'm gonna use for my front door of the church. And I'm gonna glue that on. Now I'm using wood glue on everything. You could use hot glue if you want. I'm just gonna eyeball this. Okay. You could. Now I want to, I'm gonna put a wreath on it, I think. And I did. That broke? No. I thought that was broke. I am gonna put a window here, I think. Because I want to put, I think, in a star. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Or a Christmas wreath. Or I could put the Christmas wreath here and put the star up there. But what I did, I wanted to see if the wood or the white, I like the wood better. So what I did was Did I use regular? What did I do with the other one? I have 2 of these out. Let's see. Do I have the one? No. Okay, we're good. I hope we're good. Okay. I'm using the antique wax. I'm using the regular one. Alright, I'm going to do this side. I thought, well, maybe the white would be good, but it was too much. And then what I do is I do half. Make sure I get all around it. And then I just wipe it off. I'm using a baby wipe. And then I get the color I want. Let me bring you over here so you can see better. Hook up my light. Okay, I think that's better. Bring that over so you can see. And then I just take the other part of it. Same thing, I just go over it. And then I go over it with a baby wipe. And then I let this dry. All right. So I'm not gonna put that one on yet because I'm not sure. What do I do with my other one? There he is. So what I did, try to get them even, or use a ruler. It's about 1.5. Right there. Okay. And trace the inside of the window. Oh. I tell you what, I woke up this morning with a headache. We woke up to like 40 some odd degrees this morning. And don't get me wrong, it's beautiful out, but I don't know if my headache's because of that or what. Okay. And I'm just going to go over that. Woke up to 40. It's supposed to be back into the 80s by this weekend. My grandson is sick, so it looks like I'll be taking him to the doctor tomorrow. All right, let's see. Still, I'm a little bit further. I'm trying not to get out of the lines because That's a little bit hard to fix. It's better to work on it a little than to have to go back and fix it. So I had to do that on the other side. Alright, if I have to touch it up, I'll touch it up. And then I'm just going to take, I'm going to go all the way around it. At first I just dotted it a little bit, and it wasn't going to glue down. Like I said, I've made a couple of these. I got another one I want to make. Not bad. I actually may not, well, I have a little bit. I may have to touch up. That's all right. Okay. Now I gotta let that one up there dry. And I didn't get all the all of it covered. But once you get it all done, yeah, then you start decorating it. And I also did a platform for it. Now these are from Temu. I don't know if Hobby Lobby carries these. I just saw them on Temu and ordered them. You might have another place you want to get them from. I gotta let that dry. And if so, but we gotta let it all dry before we start moving it around. I do with the black one. Okay, and this one, I'm not sure where I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna see. I think I'm gonna do a star up here, and I'm gonna do a wreath here. And then put this one in the middle. I think that's what I'm gonna do. But I'm gonna let everything dry, because I'm gonna start moving it around, messing it up. So I'll get back to you. Okay, I got all the windows on. I'm gluing the star up here. You can see it. I'm gluing the star. And I'm gonna put the wreath on. Now I made this wreath. I took a green stem from Dollar Tree, wrapped it around one of my Waverly bottles, and then I took some of the berries that I have and I wrapped them around until I got the way I want it. And I'm just gonna glue it. Now you can use these wreaths that are from Hobby Lobby, or where'd the other one go? I think I just covered it up. Oh, this one. I think this one is from Walmart. I have another one, but I couldn't find it. So I'm just going to I don't want to put a whole bunch of glue on there. Yeah. Just going to glue it. Let's see if I got it where I want it. I'm going to glue it in place. And then, like I said, I'm going to put a base on this so I can decorate around it. Make sure it stays in place. Let me know if you guys are making anything this holiday season. I got the Rusty Star. Those are from Temu. This I made. The windows are from Temu. The door was from Temu. It comes in a set. The wood is a palette wood. And all the paints, I made the one paint with ink and antique wax and water. I used the plaster color in Waverly. And I used some wood glue. I'll put it all down in the description. Okay, I think that's glued. Now, the base I'm going to use is going to be this, and it's another piece of palette wood. But I'm not sure how much room I want to put there. Wreath don't fall on me. I'm doing good. All right. Ooh, I can do that. That will sit up very nicely. Of course, it's crooked. Okay, I like that. All right, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna glue this on. I'm not using no nails, no screws, and then I can decorate around it. And it sits there real nicely, as long as it don't get knocked off. And then what I'll probably do is, what do I do with them? I've got these trees. I think these are going to be too big. These are from Hobby Lobby, but I think, well, maybe not. They might look good on there. I think I like those better. These are from Hobby Lobby. They were $4.99 at 50% off. I like those better. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna glue this. Try not to touch that star. And it will glue up real nicely. I've never had any problem with this glue. Get it where I want it. And I'm just gonna leave it. Let me do with my ruler. Why does it look so off? And this is about there. All right, we're good now. All right, I'm just gonna let it sit and glue itself. And then what we'll do is we'll put these trees next to it. And the star pretty much matches my star up there. But this is all I'm gonna do to it. These are not hard. I think the hardest thing is cutting the wood. You know, you just do a a house shape and then half of a house. Get your windows. You can get your window. You can make your windows out of popsicle sticks. I've done it so many times. I've done it with my wooden houses that I've made. Have fun with it. You know, it don't have to be, it could be a barn. It doesn't have to be a church. I've made a barn. I have to find it, but I will show you the barn. And it's red. And I had fun. I did that out of 5-gallon paint sticks. That was a little bit of a challenge, but have fun with it. And then you have something to display. I don't know where I'm going to put it. I've got 3 or 4 of these already. But I love making them. I love working with the wood. The wood is fun to work with. See what you make. I'm going to be doing some wooden angels and some wooden, I had my husband cut out some wooden Christmas trees that I'm going to, might Mod Podge them. I'm not sure. But I had them cut out everything. Okay. Let's see if you can see this. Well, if I don't twist you around. There it is. Tell me what you think. Give me a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to my channel, subscribe. I'll show you the whole thing as I set it up. And until next time, I'll see you later. Okay, we're back. Real quick, I forgot to put the roof on, so I took the star off. And I need to put the roof on. I'm just using popsicle sticks. And I'm probably gonna have to use hot glue. I'm gonna have to use hot glue on this. I'm just putting it just like that. I am using wood glue. Just like that. And then the last one. And then I gotta put the star back on it. Let me see. There we go. Now, I took the star off. Oh, here it is. Now I gotta redo the star. And the star was sticking pretty good. Oh well, that's okay. Yes, I do. So we'll do it that way. There. And that's where we're going to have it. I don't want to tilt it. Well, no, I don't want to. Because it'll fall apart. The glue is not on there yet. Okay, now we're done. Now we're done. Can't believe I forgot to put the roof on there. That's okay. It looks better. I was looking, I was like, it's missing something, the roof. Okay, now I'll see you later.